Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl P, and today I wanted to get some more videos on Talk to Me out there. There's just not a lot of information on YouTube, and to be honest, even though the site, looking back now, is not hard to operate and nowhere near as hard as Night Flirt, to begin and to start making money, I was confused. The whole not knowing how PSO operates at all and hearing 300 minutes. I think it would be better smart marketing to say 5 hours worth of talk time. Because that 300 minutes, I don't know why I used to think that was just going to take me. Oh my gosh, how am I going to get to 300 minutes? Like, how am I going to, like, that really used to, like, freaking overwhelmed the hell out of me, which is why I have not. Well, that and part of some of the comments on my YouTube channel saying how it's taboo colors and all that on there just made me like not want to like move forward with it. But the where my life is now, why I decided to get on Talk to Me was because when y'all know I got banned off of Night Flirt, which I still do my consultations on Night Flirt. We can still learn everything about it. I don't really know why I got banned. I can't honestly answer that question. However, I think the Night Flirt Karens got mad that I was making YouTube videos on Night Flirt, and now the site was like out there in the public eye. There was, like I said, I was one of the first people to like really thoroughly give good game about Night Flirt on YouTube. Like, I was the first one to do that, and they didn't like that. They saw an increase on the site, an increase in new girls. They saw an increase in the ignore line. They didn't like that part at all. They just didn't like it. And I don't know how Night Flirt to this day won't give me an answer, but that's a little backstory on that. So, and then I like Cam, but during the summertime, it was hard because my kids here, like, I got too much to do. So, PSO was the easiest work for me. Oh my gosh, y'all, I just started my period. Hold on. Sorry about that. Anyways, okay, let's move into Talk to Me. Okay, so my point is when I couldn't find any information on Talk to Me on YouTube, so I decided to also do that with this so I can get the word out there because it's not as overwhelming as it seemed. And honestly, I've been enjoying my time on here. I must say, you don't have to take taboo calls. It's not like Phone Stars or Sendcats where all these taboo calls are coming. Like, trust me. Talk to Me, in my opinion, now is the easiest and the best starter PSO site. If you can master Talk to Me, Night Flirt will come a lot easier. And that's another one, some of the other ones will as well. So, okay. This is one of the pieces of advice that they give. Let's read it. Meet callers and make money using our chat line. Want an easy way to make money and connect with new callers? Try our chat line located on the programs page, where callers can browse each other's greetings, exchange personal messages, connect for private and one-on-one conversations. So let's talk about this. The chat line is where you have to start off anyways. You have to get your 300 minutes on this chat line. Okay, I made a few videos on how to quickly get to your 300 minutes. Y'all can go refer to those and watch that under my PSO playlist. But let's talk about this. Even after you reach your 300 minutes, you can still continue to talk on the chat line. Now, you want to go make your profiles because obviously you can charge more on your profiles and things of that sort. But getting on the chat line during all of your shifts is only going to increase sales. So, my best practice is when I'm scheduling myself for Talk to Me, I'd like to do at least 4 hours. I mean, lately I've been on just all the time because I need as much money as possible. My computer broke, all that, but solid 4 hours, right? So for your first hour, you want to spend on the chat line. That is going to kick off your sales for the day, especially if you're new. So get on the chat line for an hour. You get your voice gets all warmed up and going. You're talking to multiple people within that hour, or unless you're able to keep someone on the phone for a while. But nonetheless, it gets you warmed up. It gets you some money. You get to get rolling. While you're on the chat line, I would toggle on messages and like the chat messages, but I would not toggle on your calls because you will get calls while you're on the phone. They don't have a good system when it comes to that. So keep your calls off, but leave your messages on and stay on the chat line. You can text while you got your wait in between calls, and you could just increase your revenue that way. Okay. So, things you can do on the chat line. You'll be able to have one on one conversations. So, option three is what you're going to want to press when you're getting your minutes. Option two just sends them a voice message. On option two, every time they send you a voice message, I believe you get 40 cents. So when you are messaging them, I would do that once you're not trying to get your 300 minutes. If I'm trying not to be confusing, if you're getting your 300 minutes and they send you voice messages, listen. When you respond with a connection request. However, once you're not trying to get your minutes anymore, you can choose to respond with a connection request or just to send a message back. When you send a message back, it gives you like 2 to 3 minutes of talk time you can do. I would only talk for about 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute. You want them to respond. You don't want to give them a whole story because guess what? That means with 40 cents, they could just take your story and come and not give you any more money. So you want to be able to milk it at the same time, not being dry and short. Like, give them a reason to want to send you another voice message or give them a reason to want to connect with you when you're pressing connection request. Okay. The next thing you can do on there, I want to explain everything that it says right here, is browse each other's greetings. And let me tell you how that works. Okay, so connecting with the callers, listening to their greetings. So what's going to happen when you get on these chat lines, you're going to have to record you a greeting. If you are already on the site and past your 300 minutes, it's going to ask you which profile you would like to connect with on the chat line. And then you can record a greeting for that. So, and then you can choose to save it. So every time you log on, you don't have to record a greeting. If you're going to be on the chat lines a lot, I would change the greetings often. Okay, so you listen to what they say. And then if you want to repeat what they say, I think you press 1. If you want to respond with a voice chat, you press 2. If you want to respond with a connection request, you press 3. Like I said, you want to press 3 when you're trying to get your 300 minutes. Number 4 is to skip it. So say it's somebody you already heard, you don't want to connect with them, or you heard something you don't like, you could just press 4 and it instantly goes to the next one. You don't have to finish listening. If it's somebody you want to block, I believe it's option number 6. However, I only block people for the day. I don't block them permanently. For instance, a guy may get on the chat line today and be into humiliating big bitches, right? So that's his thing for the day and say I'm a big bitch and I don't want to be humiliated. Or maybe I feel degraded by that but I don't want to be humiliated. So I'll block him for the day. But the reason why I won't block him permanently is because tomorrow when he gets on, he may be into SPH. He may be into whatever fetish. Some of these guys switch it up. So unless I just have had a bad conversation with them, I don't block people because the things that they're into change. Okay, so I hope I've done a good job of explaining the chat line, reasons you should get onto it, and reasons you should still continue to get on the chat line even after you've reached your 300 minutes. Like I said, it's a kickstart. So the first hour, chat line. The next 2 to 3 hours, accepting calls and doing admin work. Don't tell me you ain't got shit to do in between calls because there's always something to do. And then your final hour, your last 45 minutes or whatever, I would get back on the chat lines, especially if you aren't making sales. So if you find yourself those 2 hours you wasn't getting calls, nothing's coming in, get back on the chat line for your last hour. If everything's flowing, stay on the profiles. But gauge where your sales are coming from that day. All right, I've talked too much. Toodles, bye.